Day 11 of the 30-day execution project, and well, guess what? We won again. So today I'm going to basically show you guys a little bit of what happened today. Today was a very complicated day. As you guys see, the price action is a little bit choppy. Marked out high, marked up previous session highs and lows. We got Asian session high there. The lows were not going to be touched anytime soon. Here, this is a high that I marked out from a couple of days ago. Maybe I think it was last week. There's a high here and a high there, so that if we broke these levels with confirmation, then let's say if we would have broken this high with a little bit more confirmation than we had, we could have went for longs and targeted up to here, but we didn't, because here on ES we were extremely close to it. We had actually it was actually right here at the line. Now I saw this setup. I saw that the volume delta was good. There was higher volume, and usually when there's a higher volume trade, higher volume candle, I like to draw my fib tool and wait for price to tap the 0.618 and then reject it. But we kind of did. We kind of reacted weirdly, but there was a lot of selling pressure and a lot of volume. The volume delta was very negative. And usually in a candle like this, let's say if it rejected, you want to see a little bit of, you want to see buyers fighting at least, but they weren't, so I decided to scratch that off for the day. Then I like to set up here where we tapped into pre-market high, both on, actually no, only on NQ, but we also tapped here at the opening range low. We tapped and we rejected it on ES, so I kind of liked that setup, but then we were very indecisive here. We had a lot of volume delta. I had entered that trade, so I entered here around here, and I put my stops below the line here, and I was looking for around 50 points or maybe even high a day, but this ended up being a break-even trade. Because we had pushed up quite significantly. I brought my stops to break even and I got taken out. I think it was like, how many points did I make of that? I think it was like, I had my points at around like maybe 2, 3, so it wasn't nothing. So it was a break-even trade. And then I waited. I waited patiently. We broke here, but we didn't break on ES. We were still very low. But then we decided here to break pre-market high with a lot of higher volume delta, and we came up here. So I got in this candle because we kind of tapped up here and we rejected it. We were getting a lot of high volume delta on here. We looked very positive because we had already broken the orb here in this situation. So I was ready for the setup. I took it. A quick 40 points. I waited until we hit VWAP, and look, we rejected VWAP, so that's exactly what I was expecting to happen. We tapped VWAP, and look, we kind of rejected the VWAP and also the orb low, and yeah, so I was out of the trade. So that would mean that I got around close enough to around. Now that I look at my P&L, that was around 50 points. So this trade I got break even at 10 points, and this one I had around 40 points was this exact. So that was the setup for today. That makes it 7 days in a row, 7 green days in a row, which is pretty good. But the whole point is obviously not this full winning streak, right? For me, it doesn't really matter. Me, it's just going by my plan. That's what matters most to me, and we stayed disciplined. We waited for our setups, and yeah, pretty positive day again. We are almost at the buffer on the Apex account, so I'm just being patient. I'm scaling up to this account as much as I can. the slow but steady, right, is the way, and I think we're doing really good. And yeah, tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day because there's a lot of news. And so for tomorrow, it might be for me a no trading day right off the bat. Obviously, I'll be on the charts. I'll see if there's anything that I like, anything that's attractive to me. And if not, well, I mean, it would really have to be a real A plus setup for me to enter for tomorrow, because we got pre-market news, which I think is FOMC, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, let me check that out. Tomorrow we've got, let's see here, we've got core PPI, and then we got FOMC in the afternoon. Yeah, it's kind of in the afternoon, but this 8:30, this pre-market news, usually if it usually affects the market depending on how bad this will be and how bad the candle will be. I'll pretty much determine that, because the last trading day that I didn't trade at all was 2 Fridays ago, which was what was it? I think it was, I don't remember what news. CPI maybe? I think it was CPI or something at pre-market, and it completely, like, the market was just like out of it. There was no entries, and it's like we were looking towards the upside, but VWAP was above, and so I didn't like that whole setup, and so I ignored that day. I said I won't, and so let's see what tomorrow gives. If it's a good setup, then if there's A plus setups, I'll take them. If not, I like to consider that a no trading day for tomorrow, just so that we can protect the account as much as possible. So yeah, so that was the trade recap for today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.